Glam Fam, welcome to today's video. We're going over all of my top Sephora recommendations for this year's fall savings event. You guys know I love this time of the year. We're gonna cover all of my top recommendations in makeup, hair, skin, even fragrances this year. We're also gonna touch on what's on my wish list. So grab a snack, a drink, let's have some fun. If you're new here, I'm Kristi. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get glowing.
Let's go, girls.
All right, my beautiful Glam family, let's jump right into it. So I will have everything I am talking about today on that QR code right there. You can just scan it and it will take you to that link right there and you can shop all of my top recommendations from Sephora, and I will keep updating that list just in case I forgot anything in this video. But just so you guys know, the Sephora sale will start, the fall savings event will start on 11/1, and that will be for Rouge members and Sephora collection. So Sephora collection, you get 30% off, Rouge members get 20% off. And then it will pick up for VIB and insiders on that date right there. I'm not quite sure at the top of my head, so I will put it right there. And with VIB, you get 15% off and insiders get 10% off. Again, when you guys utilize my affiliate link, it really does help support a channel like mine. All right, you guys, let's jump into my top picks. So these are the products I have on my wish list, and one product I already picked up because I used my Sephora Visa points on it, and this was the Valentino Eye to Cheek Blush and Eye Color. And I picked up 600A, which is a new shade, and this is Put a Spike on it, and it's a gold shimmer. I want to say this is going to be kind of like a highlighter, and I'm really interested because I do love that formula a lot. And I want to see how it compares to the Gucci one. So I will show you guys because I don't have it currently in studio right now, but by the time I edit this video, I will have that. So I will show you what it looks like up close. I can't really tell you or tell you if I love it or anything like that right now, but I'm sure I'm going to. The packaging with Valentino is always so beautiful. I'm going to try to get that applied and upload it for a short before the sale ends. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will also show you out of 5 stars where I would put that, just so you guys have an idea of whether or not I would recommend it. And that would be the percentage right there of my recommendation towards this product. And then I'll also rank right there where I put this one versus the Gucci one I just reviewed, and then my Rare Beauty, which is my Holy Grail, and my Anastasia at Beverly Hills. And we will touch on that in just a second, all of those favorites. But I did want to point that out. Now, this is not a new product, it's just a new shade within the Eye to Cheek blush and eye colors. Again, I love the blush, but it does have a fragrance in that, so just be mindful if you are sensitive to fragrances. What I also have on my list, because it looks really beautiful, is the Valentino Luxury Spike Matte Set, and that is a lipstick, and then you also get a bag, which is really cute. That set is very intriguing to me. It's very beautiful, and I wanted to try their matte lipstick, and that's a brand new one. So even though I have this stuff on my wish list, doesn't mean I'm gonna pick it up. It's guaranteed. It's just on my wish list, and we'll see what my budget can afford, because I mean, I've been talking about this nonstop, but we are in a horrendous economy right now. So a lot of us have to be very mindful, even if it's on sale, on what we want to pick up and what's important to us. But that is just one thing that caught my eye, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And then I also have the Prada Beauty Reveal the Skin Optimizing Refillable Foundation. Now, the shade that looks closest to me, and I'll have to go to one of my Sephora's locally that has Prada. A lot of the ones that I go to in my immediate area that I typically go to, the Sephora stores, didn't have Prada, but I do know one of the stores that do. So I may have to jump in there, but that one looks the closest to my shade, but that looks like a very beautiful foundation. And I ran into a Sephora employee at one of my Sephora's here locally, and she'd come from that store, and she was like, this is the best foundation. And I was like, okay, like I need to try it now. So maybe I can even get a sample there and see how it works out. But I mean, it's a good deal during the sale to pick it up. So I don't know, it's like part of me wants to pick it up during the sale. So we'll see. Again, no promises, but that is definitely on my list, and that has really good feedback from the Sephora employees. I haven't watched a video on it or anything like that, so you guys could figure that out on your own. The next foundation, if you're looking at foundations or looking for foundations, would be the Armani Luminous Silk. You guys know, that is I'm talking about the foundations at Sephora. I don't necessarily use these all the time, but if I were to pick one at Sephora, it would be Armani Luminous Silk, where I know it's tried and true. And usually my shade is 4 and then 6 during the summer when I'm self-tanned, if you're a twinsy to me. But that to me is one of the most beautiful formulas that last all day long, especially on mature skin. Because if you are new to my channel, here are my details. I am 46 years old and I do have mature skin. I have fine lines and texture, and I do have acne prone skin, very sensitive skin. So I look for foundations that are really, really good for sensitive skin, and that is definitely one of them. Sephora Reveal the Real Soft Radiant Skin Tint. I just reviewed that one, and I will put the card right there. I will also have a playlist at the end of the video that you guys can just reference back to. But that was a really good skin tint. Now, I only did samples into that video. I didn't actually buy the product, but I did enjoy it. And I told you guys I'll probably pick that up during the sale because it's 30% off. And at that time, I didn't want to spend $20 or whatever the price point was, just because for me, it wasn't worth it at that point when I knew the Sephora sale was around the corner. This is the time to buy Sephora collection. And I have a few Sephora collection products that I really do enjoy and that I may be even interested in picking up during the sale time. But that is definitely a good one. I'll show you guys footage, B-roll right there of me applying that one, but it really is a beautiful skin tint if you like skin tints. Now, if you're a girl that likes a lot of coverage, you're like, I'm a full coverage kind of girl. My favorite full coverage foundation is the Urban Decay Face Bond. And I did do a full review on that. Again, I can't put up all the cards, you guys, because it won't allow me to, but at the end, definitely check out that playlist, but I'll try to put up the important ones. I'll put the foundation ones because those are really important. And shade 13 is my perfect shade. Urban Decay actually ended up sending me shade 14. After I did the video, I bought those myself. I bought 13 myself, but they sent me 14. So I will try to get a short out. I might have filmed some footage and I just haven't released that short, but I will figure that out. But shade 14, I'll show you the swatch no matter what, is right there. That one's a little bit darker, so that was too dark for my skin tone. So if you're a little bit darker than me, 14 might be a really good shade as well. But I really like that one. Wears really beautifully and is full coverage. I just don't personally wear that one a lot because I don't really wear a lot of coverage anymore. I mean, today, what do I have on today? I just have the NARS Sheer Glow, and I have literally the smallest amount of it on. And I've been just using the Chanel Less Beige Water Tint. I love this one so much. And then my Maybelline Skin Tint. Those are the ones, those are the three that I wear on an everyday basis. Sometimes I'll throw in Tear once in a while, but it's not like my go-to. So those are my top foundations for Sephora. And then as far as concealer, you guys know it's gonna be the Hourglass Cotton Concealer. That is just for me the best concealer, my top recommendation for you guys. It is so good. Whether you have acne prone skin, sensitive skin, enlarged pores, texture, fine lines, there's so much pigment, but it's so lightweight. That's my best way to describe Hourglass Concealer. It's super lightweight, so it just really just blurs and makes everything so beautiful on fine lines and texture, but there's enough pigment in there to cover, where you don't need a lot of product. And that's another thing, is you don't have to continuously build that one up where then it starts to get crepey and creasy. I mean, I've had this on for 6 hours already today and it's beautiful. It's just unbelievably good. I wear cotton. Sometimes I'll throw in oat if I'm a little bit darker and I don't want so much brightening. So if you're a twinsy to me, cotton is a little bit more brightening, not too much, but a little bit more, and they do oxidize a lot. And then oat is a little bit darker. So if you're like, I'm not into that brightening effect, I want it to really blend into my skin, then oat is a beautiful shade. But again, that is just a concealer I cannot personally live without. It's so good. I just reviewed the Westman Atelier, so if you want to check out that full review on it, it is really good, but it has coconut derivatives that break me out. So even though I don't really break out right here, I don't want to take the risk. And whenever you guys utilize my links, of course, it really does help support a smaller channel like mine, because I don't really get a lot out of YouTube. So I rely heavily on my links. links, and most of the links now, YouTube will be right here, and I'll show you guys on the bar right there. It will be right there. So you can click on those links and it will take you to Sephora. And actually, YouTube is a little bit better for me. So if you don't mind doing that, that's great, but I can't list all the products I'm talking about today. But even if you just click that link and whatever you buy, like it doesn't matter, even on the links that I have below, it doesn't matter what you buy. I get credit no matter what. If you're like, Kristi, I don't like anything on your list, but I want to buy this, this, and this, I still get credit for it. So I really do appreciate you guys. It really means a lot. It helps support my channel. So thank you so much for doing that. But you guys have been loving the QR codes and they've been really helping out. So definitely check out the QR code. Just scan it if you're watching it on YouTube TV or on your laptop or desktop or whatever the case you do. If you're on your phone, then obviously it's a little bit harder to do that. But all the links will also be down in the description box below. And it'll be one main link at the top that you can just click there and it will take you to that page and it will be all of my top Sephora recommendations. And I'll keep adding just in case I forgot things on the list as well. All right, let's continue on, you guys. I have this huge list here. So we have the One Size powder and 2R. You guys know that's just my top for setting the under eye area. That's just, oof, it's just the best, the absolute best. I've been trying all of these setting powders out, you guys, like from Rare Beauty to Hourglass to everything that's come on the market, Mario. I just can't find anything better than my One Size. Truly magical. I have it on today. It just sets it and never moves throughout the day. And I know when I don't use that one, my makeup is not going to be good. So I love it. 2R is my shade. I've been testing out other shades, but 2R is definitely my shade. It's just the most beautiful shade. All right, you guys, the next powder is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. You guys know that powder is just magical for just erasing pores. I used to use my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Compact, the foundation one, and I used to set that. It was too much, you guys. It was too much for my skin. It was starting to look cakey, where I just do the airbrush powder now and just press it in with, I've been really liking these Stands Out Beauty Puffs. And I don't know if this video is going to come out before my favorites video, but if it doesn't, these are Stands Out Beauty Puffs. Now you guys know their iconic sponge, but this is their new puffs and it comes with 2. And lately I have been using these even more than my Makeup Forever ones. They're about equal right now because I have been using these a lot lately. And I use this one for under the eye and that one for all over the face. It's a good deal. It comes in a set. You can scan that QR code and it will take you to the Stands Out Puffs. That's not at Sephora. Sorry, you guys. All right. And then if you really want a lightweight powder, maybe not as I don't think it erases the pores as much, but it's good, is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush pressed powder that I did a full review on. Again, you can check that out. And I did all of the shades in that video. In the video, I did medium, but if I were to buy this product again, I would do the translucent one, just FYI. All right, let's cover some of the skincare and body products that I've been really loving. So Tower 28 SOS Spray. During the winter time, you guys, I pull this out, oops, as I knock everything over all the time. This is unbelievably good. And again, I talk about this in my favorites video. This is unbelievably good and a really good one if you have severe dry skin and very sensitive skin. They have a very, very powerful ingredient in here. I think there's only like 3 ingredients in this product and it's so good when your skin is so incredibly dry. And then I've also been liking the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. Again, I already brought this up in the favorites video that I didn't get out this Sunday, but nonetheless, this product is really, really good if you need that really good deep cleanse. Now, to be honest, this is not a face wash that I would use on a daily basis because it's just too much for my skin. And I have very thin skin, so if I do too much exfoliating or too much harsh cleansers, it just starts to strip away too much of the layers of my skin. When I use my more sensitive skin cleansers for every day, I do much better, and I'll go over that in that video. These are a couple products that I've been really loving, you guys, and this is the Sephora Body Resurfacing Body Lotion 12-Hour Hydration. This is such a good body lotion. This is so underrated. It is so good, and you'll get 30% off with this body lotion. I love this. It doesn't have like a scent to it. It's almost like it has like a beachy scent to it, but it just smells refreshing, clean, but it just moisturizes my skin so beautifully, you guys. It doesn't make me break. I don't break out on my body, but I don't think you'll break out from this. It almost smells like Jerrigan's a little bit. It just smells so good and clean and refreshing. I don't know what it is. It's not sticky. I love Nivea lotion, but this one it can be kind of sticky, right? This one just makes my skin so soft. I don't know, it's so good. And then the Ordinary Body Care with niacinamide. This is a face and body. This is for my girls out there that have really sensitive skin. This is another one that is so moist. This one has no scent to it, but this has a nice moisturizing effect, and you can use this on your face and not worry about breaking out. I really like these two products a lot. I did a short on this one a while back, and I still love it to this day. And this one, I just can't stop using, so I wanted to bring those up. But let's also touch on some of my other skincare products. As far as moisturizers, there's not really too much I use at Sephora, to be quite honest with you guys. You guys know that. I use my Dermatology and Calisene. And those are the products that are just that work for my skin. But for really good moisturizing, like if I want a really good makeup day, like if it was like a wedding day or you're going somewhere really special, I do pull out my Tatcha Dewy Cream. Just that cream is so magical under makeup, and it is so incredibly hydrating. And you can do the dewy one or the water one. I like them both. I have them both, and it just depends on if my skin's really sensitive, I'll do the water cream. And if you have oily skin, I would stick to the water cream, not the dewy one. I would only do the dewy if you want more dewy skin and you have really, really dry skin. But to me, those are the best moisturizers at Sephora. And then the next one I have on my list that I might pick up is the Milk Makeup Mini Hydro Grip Primer Pre-Game Pack Set. I really want to try the glow one. I tried it out in store and it was a little glittery, so I was a little afraid to buy the big one. So maybe I like the Hydro Grip for when I really want that gripping type of primer. You guys know that's my go-to Holy Grail gripping primer. So at least I know that it's in a set and it's just a smaller one if I want to test it out. So that is on my list. But like I already said, we'll see what my budget allows. One brush I do want to bring up that I really like because it's in front of my face, and you guys know I've been using this one a lot, is my Sephora Pro Concealer Brush. And this is the 57 brush. And I did this in a short recently, and I've showed you guys in other videos. I use this with my Armani. This is unfortunately not at Sephora anymore, but you guys know this is my go-to like contour product. I have that on, and I only use this one on my nose. And then I use this for my eyeshadow base. And for some reason, because it is a concealer brush, it just like puts the product in there. Like it leaves that pigment, but it blends out so beautifully. I love, this is like I cannot live without these two products. All right, let's get into more products here. So let's get into more face products, but like blushes and stuff like that. The one I have on my list is the YSL Make Me Blush 12-Hour Blurring Liquid Blush. And the shade I have on my list is 37 Peachy Nude. I most likely will pick this product up because it's very intriguing to me and it looks really, really beautiful. I just hope there's no scent in it. There's no coconut derivatives in it. That's why I'm willing to pick it up. And I think you can use that on your lips too, because that color would be so beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you guys already picked that up and if you like it. I don't watch a lot of other beauty channels. I really don't watch any beauty channels, so I don't know I don't know the reviews on that product, but it just looks really pretty. So I have it on my list. One thing, I don't want to say that this is why I don't buy a lot of YSL products, but I feel like their products have changed a lot since they sold to L'Oreal. So L'Oreal actually owns YSL. They just kept the name, but it's not part of Yves Saint Laurent anymore. Yves Saint Laurent is completely separate from YSL, and I don't know if you guys know that. So it just feels like when companies, it'd be like if Chanel sold their line to L'Oreal. Would you still think Chanel is as amazing or as luxurious? I feel like I catch 22 with this because L'Oreal owns Kerastase, and Kerastase is unbelievably good. So I don't know, like I'm tossed between it. But when it comes to designer brands like YSL, Chanel, Gucci, again, it'd be like Gucci selling off and L'Oreal owning it. Would you still think of that prestige of Gucci makeup or Chanel makeup or Tom Ford doing that? I don't know. It just, for me, it kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Just let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But I know what I'm talking about. I just don't know if I'm translating it well. But that is on my list. I don't buy a lot of their stuff also because they put a lot of coconut derivatives in it. And I know they're coming out with a blush. I don't know when. I'll show you pictures of it. I don't know when that's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be in time for the sale, but it looks really beautiful. We'll just have to see. I did go in store and I swatched the bronzers. They're so silky and beautiful, but they are packed with coconut derivatives. So if you have any type of acne prone skin or enlarged pores, I would stay far away from that bronzer, but it does look beautiful. So if you don't have that problem, it is a really pretty compact and it looks like a really pretty formula. I won't buy it just because I don't want to take the chances of breaking out. The other blush I have on my list is Kelly Ray Blurry Blush Pore Minimizing Cream Blush with niacinamide. I love this formula. I tried it on in store and I swatched them all, and I actually did it in a short. I swatched all the shades so you guys can check that out. I'll actually put it right there so you guys can see all of the shades. And I think I might have taken some horizontal video as well. So if I do, I'll put it right there. But anyway, Zen is the color I have on my list. It looks so pretty. They do have one of those bubblegum pink colors. Just be mindful with that kind of pink. Even though it's trendy and a lot of people like it and it's pretty, trust me, I'm a pinky girl all the way. It doesn't mean it flatters everybody. And I just find that color can be very unflattering on some skin tones. I'll see it in Instagram shorts and I'm like, I don't know if that was the right color for that person. So I'm just being honest. It's just because it's a trend doesn't mean you go with a shade that's flattering to you. That's going to bring out your best features. That's all I can say with recommending. And Zen looked like a really beautiful color because these are very pigmented as you guys can see from those swatches. So I think a little will go a very, very long way, but there's no coconut derivatives in that. For being a clean brand, I was really happy. And if you don't know, Kelly Ray is actually owned by Wendy, and Wendy came from Urban Decay. So just so you guys know that. She started her own clean beauty line. And you guys know I love those highlighters. Oh my gosh, those highlighters. I didn't put them on this list, but I'll add it into that link. Those highlighters are so incredibly beautiful because they're so pigmented. They actually look really gorgeous as eyeshadow. I cracked one of mine. It's completely shattered. So I'll have to replace that eventually, maybe during another sale, because there's a couple things I want to pick up on top and I already own another color. So I just feel like, oh, do I really need to replace it right now? But that is such a beautiful highlighter. You guys know I talked about it last year. It's so, so pretty. And then as far as cream contour products, the Rare Beauty Contour Stick at Sephora is my favorite. You guys know I love my Armani one. This is the one I use majority of the time, but if I don't, I'm using the Rare Beauty or the Persona one. The Rare Beauty is just my number one is after this Armani one. It's so good. Bright Side is the perfect shade if you're a twinsy to me. It is that perfect contour shade where it's not warm, it's not too cool where for every day, because yes, a really cool contour shade, like almost like a gray shade, looks really beautiful in photos, but it does not look good for every day. Do not do that for every day, you guys. I'm telling you, it does not look good outside. Do something neutral, not too warm, but neutral. And this is the perfect neutral shade, the Bright Side. It's so good. I have Happy as like a bronzer shade, but I like Bright Side for a contour shade. And then this is the Tom Ford Mood Light. Unfortunately, they have only this shade now on Sephora. They used to have 3 different ones, but now this is the one that they use. This is really pretty for that highlight from within, right? If you really wanted that glow from within, it looks so beautiful. Whether you want this Mood Light one, you can do like all over your face. You can do it right here. The light one, you can just take right there. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty, you guys. It really is. And you can use the darker one all over your skin. You can use this lighter one on your cheekbones. Tom Ford delivers beautiful quality. He doesn't put all the fragrance in his powders. They're expensive, but they're amazing. Since we're already on Tom Ford, you guys, this blush, I can't stop talking about it in all my videos. And this is the blush I've been wearing in most of my videos recently. And this is Explicit Flush, which is no longer at Sephora, but they do have other pretty shades. And one that I really want to pick up, or there's a couple on my list, but I can only get one. But I probably won't do it during the sale. I'll probably wait till I get a good Sephora Visa reward, because sometimes those are like $50 because I buy everything on my Sephora Visa card, and that way I can get those dollar points towards my next Sephora purchase. And that's how I got this one, and I am obsessed with this blush. What I like about this shade is it really can go with cool tone and warm tone looks. Unfortunately, you can't get this one at Sephora though anymore. Maybe they'll bring it back at some point, but they don't have this specific color, and this is Explicit Flush. This is just the most beautiful coral tone. And then this one, I just use it to kind of like, it almost like blurs things out, like it blends things together. It's just the most beautiful formula ever made. Truly, it's the best blush ever made. And that's a lot because you guys know how much I love my Surratt. Surratt is like, it's neck to neck with that Tom Ford, but that's the one I reach for the most. It's so pretty. Another blush I really love is my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the mini Blush and Go palette from last year's holiday, and I'm obsessed with it. I use the fair medium, the pink one, a lot, and I use that a lot during the summer with like cool toned looks. But then I also love the tan deep one, which gives you more of this like, I don't know, like almost like a bronzing brick red color, crimson. It's just so beautiful. The formula is so smoothing. And then Gucci bronzer, you guys know this bronzer in medium 2. It's just the most beautiful, beautiful color tone. I don't know what it is about this one. I did the 3 in the original Gucci review like 4 years ago now. I can't even remember, it was a long time ago. But it just didn't show up on my skin. And then I ended up buying it again because I was like, let me try it again during, I think it was the spring sale or the last fall sale. I ended up returning it because I was just not showing up. The 2 shows up in the most beautiful way. I have it on today. It's just amazing. It's truly, truly amazing. And then speaking of Gucci, the new highlighters, you guys know I can't stop raving about these highlighters. This is 03 Gold, but I also picked up a lilac, frosted lilac. So this is like my Rare Beauty Exhilarate, if you're a fan of that one, which is on my list. But this is like more of a purpley shade. This is like this gorgeous, I don't know what it is. It's a beautiful tone. I'll show you guys me applying it right there with a pink top. Oh my gosh. If you are a purple, like the new Natasha Denona Roxy palette, this is gonna go gorgeous with that palette. That would look really pretty, but this is the color I use the most. And this looks so beautiful on the eyes too, as well as Frosted Lilac. These make really good eyeshadows too. It's almost like that Cali Ray where it has good, Cali Ray is even more intense, but this is more like for my mature girls that just don't want a lot of intensity. I like a lot of intensity even though I'm a mature girl, so it's okay if you're like me, but some people just like it a little bit more calm and not so aggressive looking. All right, let's get to the next page. We gotta keep going, you guys. So Makeup Forever Artist Longwear Skin Fusing Matte Bronzers. I did a huge video review swatches on that. I have Wild Sand and I also have another color, but Wild Sand is the one I use the most. It is so good, you guys. That is a really good bronzer and it's underrated. I feel like people don't talk about that bronzer and it's so good. So if you have texture or you have acne or broken out or anything like that, I recommend those type of bronzers because even the Gucci one, as much as that's amazing on texture, it's gonna emphasize it a little bit because there's radiance to it. Whereas that Makeup Forever one is a matte bronzer, like a true matte, and it is really good formula. So these are the 2 products that literally are just the 2 products I can't live without from Sephora. And this is obviously, we just talked about the Tom Ford blush. This is the Hourglass Ambient Palette in Volume 3. So this is actually made for darker skin tones. As you can tell, that's not my skin tones, but as a bronzer, you guys know for like the last, 3-4 years since this product launched, I have been talking about it. I love this. I love this trio more than any other Hourglass product I have. This is the only one I love the most. I like Radiant Bronze Light. I have it right here, just like the bronzer, but I liked it so much that I even bought during the sale this darker one. It's just something magical to the skin, and I use it with a Japanese Fude brush because this Sonia G one, and this is part of her not mini booster, Sky something series, but I don't think this is available anymore, but she has a lot of good ones just like this. It's just a cheek brush. And I just take those two, especially, that one has a little bit more glitter in it, and I just go like this, and I use it almost like a finishing bronzer. Like I'll do my Gucci bronzer, I'll do my contour powders, but at the end I'll go in and just blend the blush and the bronzer together. And it just does something so flippin' magical. You can put it up here on your hairline. It just almost like smooths your skin in the most beautiful way. It is just the product I cannot live without, you guys. It's that good. Really, truly. I do all of my makeup. I finish all my makeup looks with that and my Sweet Beauty powder that's not available at Sephora. But those are the two products that I finish my makeup off. And I know, like, if I don't use those two products, I'm like, ooh, my makeup doesn't look so good when I'm outside. I do. I see it, you guys. And then my Rare Beauty highlighter, you guys know, I would say this is still my #1 highlighter. There's something really beautiful that this does to the skin. And as much as I love the Gucci one, and I need it more time to like really digest both of them because I had them neck to neck when I reviewed that Gucci one. But I still just love this one. I love this one so much. And I also love this Anastasia one. This one is the Glow Seeker Highlighter in Sun Idol. It's still on her website. Again, I'm not positive on Sephora. I thought I put it in here though. I don't know. Anyway, this is such a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And I demoed this one. I'll show you guys right there. I demoed this one in my favorites video because it is so good. Can we talk about those red lips right there though? I mean, really? That's a product that is not out yet and I can't talk about, but it's really beautiful. You guys know I'm not a red lip person, but that is really pretty. And that is just by itself. That's not with lip liner or anything. So that is a really good product. Anyway, we'll get into that eventually. I'll have a short on it. The next product would be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. So this is in shade Amber. I kind of want to try out a different shade. This is good. I've been using this a lot, and you will see me apply this in the Get Ready With Me monthly favorites video, or you may have already seen it. We'll see. Anyway, I love this. I love this bronzer so much. I just don't know if I love the color tone of it as much, but I still use it. I just don't know if I love, it's a very orange undertone. And I remember thinking that when I originally reviewed this in the video, gosh, what, 3-4 years ago now. It is so good, so good. It really is a good formula, and there's no coconut derivatives in there, so really happy about that. And I do have this on my list, and this is the Tom Ford Soleil Glow Highlighter in the shade Nude Sand, or actually, yeah, Nude Sand, and it's a golden champagne. I tried this on at Nordstrom and I was in love with this highlighter. So as soon as I get a good rewards, I am gonna buy that and another blush. Oh, it is so incredibly beautiful. I love it. I love the packaging. So that is one I have on my Sephora wish list. As far as liquid eyeshadows go, so I have a few of these shades. I don't know where the rest of them are, but this is the one I have on, and this is Platinum Bronze, and it's a luminous cool bronze with a sparkling platinum pearl. It is so pretty. These are my favorite liquid shadows. I have to say that. I used to love the Armani ones, but this one is the one I reach for the most. And this is such a pretty color. It really is. It is such a gorgeous, it can lean warm, it can lean cool. What I like about this color is I can, if I was traveling, I can just bring this one, and whether I want to do a cool tone look or a warm tone look, it's going to go beautifully with either look. It really is, and it really grips the eyeshadows. You guys know, if you read my community post, I went off on a rant recently because Patrick Ta just released his, or it came out, Trend Mood announced that he's going to be doing duo eyeshadow palettes for a holiday collection. I don't know if they're going to be permanent or limited edition. They look stunning. I'll show you guys the picture right there. They look absolutely beautiful, but they're $42 freaking dollars. $42. I don't know anybody in their right mind that thinks that that price point meets a Patrick Ta mid-level brand. It just makes no sense to me. I love Patrick Ta. I have a brush in here I'm going to recommend. Truly, I mean, I'll actually do it right now. This is the Patrick Ta contour sculpting brush. This is back in stock now. This brush I can't do a contour look without. I absolutely love it. But to be quite honest with you guys, this is the only Patrick Ta product I use, and I love him. I did a masterclass with Patrick Ta. He chose me to do a masterclass with him, and I probably will ruin my chances of ever doing anything in the future with Patrick Ta. But I have to be honest with you guys. I had to keep it real with you guys. This is absurd, and any influencer that tells you that that's not absurd, I will not comprehend that, because a lot of us are struggling right now just to pay our groceries, to keep our electricity on, to buy gas, to support your families. We're in a terrible, terrible economy. I don't care how anyone sugarcoats it. We're in a bad economy, and a lot of us are struggling to put food on the table. So to charge $42 is an astronomical price for his brand. And although it looks beautiful and it's sparkly, and I'm a sparkly glam queen, I cannot stomach that for a brand that I'm not even head over heels for. Like the eyeshadow palette, I never understood $70. I did a review on it. It's beautiful. It just didn't really do that much for me. But that's just how I feel, and a lot of you felt the same way. So thank you for supporting me on that. And thank you for sharing that, because I felt like I wasn't so alone in all of that. Speaking of sparkly shades, the Danesse Myricks Color Fix. You guys know I will always recommend these. This and Pat McGrath are the two sparkly shades I use the most. This and Gold Mine. Where is Gold Mine? Gold Mine is my holy grail. Milky Way is another shade. I don't think Milky Way is, I think it's only on her site now, but Gold Mine, my God. You guys know, for what, 5 years now, I have been raving about this. It's unbelievably good. You guys know, I just love those. And they have some new shades, and I really want to try those out. So the new Ionic, which is a pewter metallic, I think that's going to be a lot like Milky Way that I love. So if you like Milky Way, I think that's going to be very, very similar. So I have that on my list, as well as Evergreen, which is a dark teal plum green, or plum sparkler, it says. It will look so beautiful with this green one from Charlotte Tilbury. That will look gorgeous with this Charlotte Tilbury Pop Shot. So I definitely have that on my list. I'm adding this in last minute because I forgot this eyeshadow palette that is dropping. By the time the Sephora sale hits, it will be out. But this is Huda Beauty's last large eyeshadow palette ever, and it looks absolutely stunning. It's called Icy Nude, and it has these gorgeous winter beautiful metallics that I just can't wait to get my hands on. So I will definitely be picking that palette up during the sale. So the Pat McGrath lip liners and eyeliners came with a sharpener. I fell in love with that sharpener, and no sharpener has come close to that sharpener. It was a free sharpener that comes with the lip liner, and I was so happy when she released this. And this gives you the big one and the little one, because she has the new lip pencils. So this is a really good sharpener, and I like that this one has a case, or you know, like it will catch it so that it won't go all over the place, which is nice when you travel. Or if you have the bigger one, you have both of them now. So I'll show you guys right there some footage. I filmed sharpening my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. It sharpens all of my pencils to that perfect tip. It just is amazing. I love, she does something with that sharpener, and I was like, please let that one be good. And it's what, $7 or whatever it is on sale. It's going to be a good deal. And then the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. You guys know this palette is just, oh, I have it on today. It's just amazing. It really is. This is the palette that I knew I was gonna love, because I love warm shades, but I didn't know I was gonna love it and utilize it as much as I am now. I mean, pretty much every single look I have done in the last month has been this palette. Even off camera, or if I've done videos or shorts, I didn't do the eyeshadow look. it's this. I'm using these shades alongside some of the shades in my Makeshift Z palette. If you had your eye on that palette and you were like, Kristi, I don't know whether I want to pull the trigger on that, do it. You will. There's something, I don't know what she did to that formula and the gold one. The gold one is another one. This one is just unbelievably gorgeous for those warm, I don't know, you just get a warm golden look with this. You can't, if you're a cool tone lover, this is not going to be your palette, right? You're going to go for glam or I need a nude palette. But I need a warm, and this one have a different kind of warmth though. This is, I don't know how to explain it. This is just more of a gold warmth, I should say. You have your more mustard shades in there. You have your dark brown, but these are the two palettes that I reach for the most. If you're like, I'm on a budget, Kristi, and I really want a good eyeshadow palette that's for every day, you guys know I just did this in my Get Ready With Me video. This is such a good palette. This is the Gwen Stefani GXVE, and this is the Simple Kind of Life. And these are her I See in Color palettes. This is your best everyday palette. It is so good. You have your transition shade, you have a lighter shade, you have a nice medium brown, you have a black, you have a couple shimmers in there. You can see the look I created with this in. I did a full look with that. It is so good, so good. And then I also like her highlighter. I think her highlighters are very good, and I did put this on my highlighter list, so definitely check. This is Platinum Cowboy. It is a really beautiful highlighter. And then another really beautiful metallic, almost like the Pop Shots, is this Too Faced Disco Crush High Shine Glitter Eye and Face Sparkles, and this is in Hypnotic. It is such a beautiful gold. That sucker has so much pigment, and it'll be perfect for holiday looks. Beautiful. I would love to pick up another shade in that because I loved Hypnotic so much. And my goodness, do those have intensity. They are so pretty. I have a short on that. You guys can check it out. My two favorite eyeliners are, first of all, the Stila Stay All Day Dual-Ended Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I have been utilizing this non-stop. So I picked this up during a sale recently when it was 50% off, and I just wanted to try it. On one end, you get this really sharp, good point, like almost like a felt tip point, and then on the other end, you get this micro fine tip. And I love having that type of tip because I don't wear a lot of eyeliner. Today I have eyeliner on because I did more of a cat eye eyelash. So I wanted some type of liner there. And when I do, this is the liner I use. And it does not affect my eye. It doesn't run all over the place. It stays put all day. It is really, really good. I love that eyeliner. And then the one I utilize like more of a automatic pencil for underneath, like that waterline or the upper waterline, is my Hourglass 1.5 millimeter. You guys know Obsidian. This has been my tried and true. I usually buy the pack. I don't think that's available anymore, but this is, I think Ulta has it, but not Sephora anymore, but you can buy the individual at Sephora. If it does have the pack, I'll put it in there. I buy the pack because it's worth it to me because I utilize this every time I do my makeup. Even if I'm just doing mascara and not wearing lashes, I always do that upper waterline area because that will bring out your lashes. And it's the only one that doesn't affect my eye, the only one. And then as far as brow products, I use my Valentino brow pencil. You guys know this is a brow pen and pencil. It's just so good. You get a spoolie, you get a pencil, and you also get a pen. And by far at Sephora, oh goodness, Kristi, why did I do that? Just be careful because that sucker can catch. The pen is the only pen I like at Sephora. I tried the Urban Decay one recently when it was on sale. I ended up returning it the next day. I was like, ooh, that's not good at all. It turned green on my eyes. And then if you're just looking for a good brow pencil, this is just my tried and true and the one I reach for the most. I do like the Gwen Stefani one a lot, but I still reach for this one more. I just really love my Anastasia, and this is the Precision one, and it's in taupe, and that's what I have on today. And then I always, you guys know, this is just my brow gel of choice, and this is the tinted brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I did pick up her brand new one, and I did not like it. I did not like it. I was hoping it was going to be just like this one, and it's not. This is my tried and true, just her OG tinted brow gel in blonde. For me, because I am not naturally blonde, obviously, I have to kind of lighten my brows more. So I need a good blonde where it's not too ashy and it's not too orange or warm. This is just this perfect golden, I don't know, it's just unbelievably good. All right, as far as lips go, I have this on my list. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer Plumping Gloss in 72 Celestial Purple. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am such a fan of purple glosses. And you may go, Kristi, really? They just do something special for the lips. And this is Princess from Buxom, which is hard to find. I mean, this one's getting old now. I'm probably gonna have to toss it soon, but you can only get it at certain sites. But that gloss is so incredibly beautiful. Here, let's just put it on for kicks. And I think this is gonna deliver, I think the Dior one's gonna deliver a similar color to this. But this is purple, and look at how pretty that looks. It just delivers this fullness to the lips. A lot of times when I'm wearing this, you guys are like, what do you have on your lips? And I don't talk about it, but it is so good. So I have that Dior one on my list. So the next one is my lip liners. You guys know I can't live without these lip liners. So I have Rosewood on. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is just her lip liners. I like it. It's just a traditional lip pencil that always stays sharp. It's always so good. Like, I never have problems with it feathering or not staying. It's just amazing. But hazelnut is the one I utilize the most. You guys know that. It's for every color I use this. And for every lip look I do lately, or just since I bought this product a while back, this Anastasia Lip Velvet is just peachy nude. I have Pure Hollywood on today. So I have Rosewood and Pure Hollywood on today. And then, but these are the two I utilize the most for my nude lip. And this is Hazelnut and Peachy Nude from ABH. And then Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Liners. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know I have this on as well today. Hot and Spicy, sorry. That's the one I have on today too with Rosewood. And then I Do is really beautiful. This is like a gorgeous, like a pink, like a mauve pink. Oh, I wore it recently in a video and I got asked what I was wearing. Really good. I love these. I use these as like a lipstick before I put this on, I fill my lips in with this if I really want a good plump. They were intense in the beginning, like so intense I could barely handle it, and now I don't even feel it anymore. My lips have become immune to any lip plumpers, but it really is so, so good. So those are a big recommendation for me. And then I do want to try the Pat McGrath Dramatic Mega Lip Pencil, because I like those type of lip pencils where it's like one and done type of deal. You're running out the door. So I have on my list to try Coral Lust, which is a nude coral. So I really want to try that one out. I have that. We'll see. Pat McGrath tends to run those really good sales for Black Friday, so I might wait till she does. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills, you guys know this lip gloss. Where is she at? Oh my God, what would I do without you? This is another one I can't live without. It's a metallic honey. It's called Honey Kiss. And it delivers, I had that on earlier. It delivers, we'll just put it on again. I mean, it just gives this like glaze where it makes my lips almost look like plumpier. Even though there's no lip plumper in this, there's no tingle or lip plumper, but there's something this does that's magical. And when I wear this, I get so many compliments outside. Like, people love that lip gloss. It is so pretty. And nobody ever talks about that one. It's so good. And that formula that she does is insanely good. And then the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil Extreme Waterproof Lip Liner Set. So you get 5 mini artist pencils, and you get Anywhere Caffeine, which is so pretty. You also get Wherever Walnut, which I also have, and that is a really beautiful nude lip pencil. Love that color. That was one of the first shades I ever bought in that line when they first launched those. But you also get Limitless Brown, Whatever Black, and All Around White. So that is a really good set for that price point. All right, let's move on to hair and wrap things up. So hair, Dyson Airwrap, you guys know that's gonna be my top hair tool recommendation, either the Airwrap or the Air Straight, depending on your styling needs, because everyone's different. Like, my hair is wavy, so I love anything with a straightener that I can do one and done. So Air Straight is the one product I utilize the most, you guys, and I'll show you guys me demoing that from the new Dyson Norel video what I just did. So if you're in the market for a blow dryer, definitely check out my full Dyson Norel video review that I just dropped, but I did demo the Air Straight in that as well, because when I want that straight, sleek look, that is the one product that I cannot live without. But I just love my Air Straight so much. So definitely check out my full Air Straight review because I went in depth with that. So even today, I actually I washed my hair because I went for a long run yesterday, and I took my Air Straight and just kind of rough dried it. Like I use it as like a blow dryer, and then I just kind of straightened out my bangs a little bit. And then I took my hair and I braided it overnight, and this is what my hair looks like after French braids. So at least it was almost like heatless curls. And my mom did this on me my whole life. This was my look growing up. This exact look was me growing up. My mom loved my hair curly. So she liked to just bring out my natural waves. And because I have natural wavy hair, if I just braid it like this, it just turns out like that. I did take my waver at the end because I didn't go down far enough with my braids. So I did do that, and I just waved the end parts, but that's what my hair. So let me know if you guys like my hair like this. Since I have my tape and extensions in, I can kind of do this. But anyway, that's what I did with the Air Straight. But the Air Wrap is amazing if you like to curl your hair and stuff like that. You have longer hair. I just highly recommend it. It's so good, and obviously a really good time to pick it up during the sale because you just don't get those kind of sales. And then they have the limited edition ones. So you have the limited edition Air Wrap in strawberry bronze, and then you can also do the limited edition Air Straight in pink and rose gold. That one looks really pretty. So Ulta has a black and gold one that I like. It's exclusive to Ulta, so I would love to pick that one up one day because I love my Air Straight so much, and I just have the generic blue one, but it is still pretty. And then the Dyson Supersonic Norel, I just talked about it, you guys. It's the best blow dryer you'll ever get. So if you're in the market for a blow dryer, look no further. That is literally the best blow dryer, and you guys know I am a Dyson girl all the way through. I just love my Dyson products. I do want to try out their styling products. I don't know if you guys know, but they have actually a hair serum and a hair cream now. So I do have those on my list to pick up. They're quite pricey, but they're Dyson products. They took a long time to develop these products, and they really took the advice from a lot of cosmetologists and a lot of input from them. So I am really excited to see how that will be. Now I have very wavy, frizzy hair, so that cream is going to be amazing. And mixed with the serum for my even fine hair girls, I think their products look really good, and one's sold out already. So we'll have to see. Those are going to go fast, you guys. So definitely put those in your cart right away because any Dyson goes quick. If you're looking for a good traditional curling iron, the Bio-Ionic Long Barrel Curling Iron 1.25 is just my ultimate curling iron. That is just literally the best curling iron. So if you just want a traditional curling iron, every other curling, the GHD, all of them I liked in the past, but they made my hair smell. And then K18 Molecular Repair hair mask, you guys know that's just my tried and true hair mask that just really is unbelievably good. So I always recommend that one during the sale. And I do like the Repair hair oil. I've only tried a little bottle of it, so I haven't bought the big bottle of it. Eventually I'd like to pick that up because I did like the hair oil. It was very moisturizing on your hair. I also like the Moroccan Oil purple hair oil for my blondes that want to keep this, platinum blonde or any type of blonde from getting brassy. That is a really good one. I tried it in store and I really, really liked it. So I definitely want to pick that up. Kerastase Fresh Affair Dry Shampoo, talked about it in my favorites. This is the best dry shampoo for your hair smelling so good and giving good volume. If you want your hair to smell really good and have good volume, that is a really good one. I also like my Kristen S ones, but I will talk about those in my favorites video, and they're not at Sephora. But at Sephora, the Kerastase one is my absolute favorite. And then the Oribe Super Shine Moisturizing Hair Cream. I have it in my hair today, and I actually used a little bit before I put my braids in last night. It's looking a little dry now because I used the waver, and I think that made my hair it look dry, because earlier when I didn't use the waver, my hair was so shiny. Like I did a little bit more on this side of the waver, and you can tell right here, this is just the Orbe cream with my braid, which to me looks softer and a little bit better, but that's okay. We won't focus on that. But that cream is so incredibly good. I love that moisturizing hair cream. I always pick that up during the sale, and it will last me a couple, like I won't need to pick it up right now. I can go another probably year on that one. It lasts a long time, even though it's expensive. And I do love the Orbe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil because it has a heat protectant in it, which is why I like it so much. There's another one I want to try, but I don't know yet. But if I like it, I'll put it in the recommendations list. All right, let's end this video with my top fragrances. My top fragrance is Chanel at Sephora. I love the pink one. I used to use the original one, but I actually like the pink one now. I don't know the name of it. I'll put it right there. I think it's called Entendre. I will put it right there. That's the one I love the most at Chanel for the price point, right? Even though it's expensive, my next one is even more expensive, and the one I use all the time is even more expensive than that. So for a decent price point, I like the Chanel one. I love the Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. That one, the blue one, oh, bluish, like a turquoise. Oh my God, that one smells so incredibly good, but it's $300 for a decent sized bottle. For the 1 ounce, you can get it for $95. So I eventually want to pick that up when I can get a good deal on that, because oh my gosh, you guys, that one smells insane. I only have samples of that, but I treasure it. I also like the Skylar Salt Air Perfume Rollerball. I didn't really care for the actual perfume that much. Like when I sprayed it, I actually got that on sale, even better than what I would get for 20% off. So keep your eye out on sales for that one. But I like to use that one before I go to the gym. It's a very fresh and clean smell. I really like it. And Skylar Salt actually made those products for her daughter, or the owner of that made those products because her daughter was allergic to a lot of stuff. So she had to find and develop a perfume that her daughter can tolerate. So FYI. The Replica Beach Walk Diffuser. Have it in my house. Absolutely love it. Love it. I love the whole aesthetic of it. I'll show you guys a picture right there. So pretty, but it does smell so good, you guys. It smells so, so good. I got that one when it was a really good sale at Sephora, and I wanted to try it out because it was so pretty, and I love anything white. My favorite is Lake and Sky 1111, and I do have a coupon code with them now, so it's not at Sephora, but you can get Kristi15 will get 15% off of all 1111 perfumes. I love that body oil. It is so good. So that's one of my favorite fragrances, but it's not at Sephora. So just so you guys know that. But I do have an affiliate link with Lake and Sky now. So you guys can use that link and use my code and get a good discount from them as well. And they have good sales sometimes. Anyway, so if you want to know my favorite perfumes, it's Baccarat Rouge. I love that one. I have it. It was a splurge I did for myself for my birthday. And I was like, you know what? I've been wanting this and I wanted to try it out, and every time I wear it, I get so many compliments. It smells so good, but it's so expensive. I don't know if I'll replace it, but it does smell really good. And my Byredo Ghost Mojave. It is just my hair. I use the hair spray like oil. Oh my smells so good. The combination of Baccarat Rouge and Byredo is like unbelievably good. But I'll talk about those in my favorites. Anyway, you guys, that's all my top recommendations. Again, I know you guys are not going to be utilizing all of these products, but I did want to cover, you know, every category just in case you were like, well, I'm not interested in that one, but I want to get something in that. So thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys all so much. Happy shopping. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys utilized my affiliate link. As always, it really does help support a channel like mine, especially since it is a smaller channel and I don't get the big YouTube revenue. So I really rely heavily on my affiliate link. So thank you so much. Again, YouTube will be right there, you guys, or you can scan the QR code and just shop my link. I also have it down in the description box below where you can just click on that link and it'll take you to that page and you can shop till you drop. So thank you so much for all that love and support. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button, click the post notification bell, and join our beautiful glam fam. We're here every Sunday, and we just love for you to become part of our family. And if you did like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up when you guys say hello, and when you comment below. It really does help my videos out. You can follow me during the weekdays. I upload shorts on YouTube, and I'm also over on Instagram and TikTok. You can check out my blog at KristiAllure.com. Again, all of the affiliate links will be there as well. Be sure to check out that video next, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know